Very well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another cast with trend following Tyson, and let's jump into the cast for February. All right, so thanks everybody, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into this cast, man. Beautiful stuff coming in from Jesse Livermore, and I don't know what to say, man. 2020 is just kicking off, just absolutely wonderful. All right, so keep riding the process. Let's keep trading the process. So if 1%, if we're losing 1% of our account, 1 to 2%, let's stick to that. Our account's going to grow. One thing I love about my trading strategy and trend following, kind of not just trend following, but a well thought out process, is my losses at 1 to 2%. My loss side, my downside is in check, but my upside has limited potential. And I mean, I'm up in some of my trading accounts over 100%. Just in this week, and I just man, I just can't wait. Let's just keep cranking this up, man. Beautiful stuff. Let's take it in from Livermore. Instead of hoping, he must fear. Instead of fearing, he must hope. He must fear that his loss may be developed into a much bigger loss, and hope that his profit may become a big profit. So we're fearing that our loss may develop into a much bigger loss, and we're also hoping that a profit may develop into a much bigger profit. So always keep your downside in check. And that way, when you're hoping for a bigger win, it's more likely to come with that downside in check. So let's stay in perfect motion where we should be. Let's pick up some other stuff from Jesse Livermore before we jump into the actual trend picture. There's only one side of the stock market, and it's not the bull side or the bear side, but the right side. When price gives you that cue, that point that we're taking off, you need to be in tune with the market and stay on the right side of the market. And just from being able to see price and where price is going, it should be obvious, if you're not one of those doubters or one of those backwards visualizing people. It should be clear and cut what direction the market is in, okay? Higher highs, consistent higher highs and higher lows. You're obviously in a bull market, okay? The desire for constant action in respective of underlying conditions is responsible for many losses on Wall Street, even among the professionals who feel that they must take home some money every day as though they were working for regular wages. When you're making $2,500, $3,500, I don't know, it's in your price range, what you're making a week. Those aren't regular profits, okay? So you don't have to trade every day. You just need to trade when your signal is there. If that makes any sense. All right? And it also will keep you from over trading, having too many positions, doing too many things at one time. It's just keep it in check. All right? Keep it in check. And it goes a long way. Even Livermore is telling you that, okay? So beautiful stuff from Livermore. The waves that we ride, I mean, man, the waves that we ride, that I'm riding, that riding as trend followers is just, I mean, a no-brainer. If we're stopping ourselves out at $100 to $200, $300, $1,000, whatever your 1 to 2% loss is, I mean, what are we discussing here? What are we discussing? Even if you got 10 trades, 10 losses in a row, which is unlikely, not going to say it's unlikely, but in my trading, strategy, that's kind of unlikely. I'll probably get 1 to 2 to 3, 4 at the most losses in a row before I go on and take on some huge winners. But normally I get a lot of winners before I get anything, and I just ride those out. So we're going to get into some beautiful stocks right now, man. Just amazing stuff going on right now, amazing stuff, and it's showing some beautiful trend following evidence as well. And what I mean by beautiful trend following evidence, I mean beautiful evidence of sticking with winners. When we've been sticking with winners, and I don't care, anyone can go back to the show on TNDM, how long we've been sticking with that thing. And I didn't plan on starting out the show with TNDM, but you know what, since I'm mentioning it, let's just go ahead and get down to business here. Beautiful stuff from Livermore. Thank you, Jesse, for everything that you basically taught me and that I know about these markets. and I'm just going to keep chugging on and let this be living proof. So jump into the trend picture. Let me just step back, boom, for a second, show you what's going on. Whoa, might have to step back further now. Okay, so we've been in TNDM since, see this trend line? Of course, duh. All right, that was when we took TNDM. We took TNDM down here around $11, $12, if I could remember precisely. And it kind of went sideways, and I did keep a slight position in here as it went sideways, because I kind of figured, I mean, it went sideways, but these prices down here never broke. So we were obviously in an uptrend, and it was just taking its time to when it felt like it was ready to break out, and boom, we've broke out over here over this level, which was 74, 75. We broke out at 75 and went up into this area towards 80. So the trend back on in TNDM, just kind of see what's going to happen there. But huge winners, man, just ridiculous stuff. And this just gives me my insight when I pull back this chart, and it showed me the 5, you know, this further out as I can go, and I seen prices over here. I seen the curl. It was a no-brainer that prices were trying to attempt to get somewhere, and we broke out. And I mean, story goes on and on. TNDM, huge winner. Watch out for that thing. It's just cranking up right now. All right, let's get into the format of how I had everything. So let's go in AQUA. AQUA. Let me step back so you guys can see what's happening here. All right, so you know, let me tighten it up a bit just so we can kind of understand what was happening. So I saw this kind of dip reversal in price. You guys know this is my favorite sign. Boom, AQUA took it long over here at 16 and some change. Sat with it. I mean, I'm still long, got a full position in this thing, and boom, just boom. Just okay. That's what happened with AQUA. So huge winner there. I'm not 100% up yet, but almost up 100% inside of AQUA. Okay, and I've took some calls. I got AQUA calls, ENPH calls. I got calls in AQUA. A lot of times, you guys, and I'm trading some options, taking some option calls and stuff like that. A lot of these trades I'm going to be long on is going to be stuff that if I'm going to take a call, if I'm going to take an option call, it's probably going to be something in a chart or in a stock that I'm familiar with the movement and such forth. Okay, so this ACEL thing was kind of like it's moving all right. Okay, getting over this area, breakout over 1280. We'll see what happens. Not the most exciting thing in the world. I mean, a lot of charts with just showing some will make you just want to smack yourself when you go back and look at them and wonder why you weren't long. So ACEL went to AB. Let's check out AB here. I mean, I got a lot of tickers, so I'm going to try to get through these things fast, but nevertheless, let's just stick to business. So broke out of this, was a no-brainer, 30 over that 1 year time frame. So seeing what AB is going to do, that's out of some I think that's out of some property management, something like that. AB at the top, in the top right, looking decent. ADPT looked more interesting than some of these other stocks. And I remember this ADPT thing. Let's just see how it looks. So a lot of these charts, you know, some of them you can take longs in now before the big home runs come and the large momentum comes. Some of them have just been in beast mode and they're already in the top right. This one looking like it's getting ready to break out. I'd watch this thing over 30, 34, over 35, 33.50, over 33.75. Watch out. If this thing cranks up, huge upside in ADPT. All right. And I know that's a bio thing, but you know what? Don't fight against what's trading. Okay. ALEC. This was an amazing chart. Congratulations to John Jones last night. Anybody watching the Oscars right now, some pretty amazing people on there, pretty talented people, and hopefully I'll be in one of these very talented Oscars and someone could remember me for something. Anyways, ALEC, man, just missed this thing breaking out over here. First, when it broke out of this level was the big Q, and we broke out of this level was another big Q. So you're missing the breakout in ALEC. That's too bad, but this thing's still in beast mode. ALEC, I like what's going on there. I like to take along on that. Don't know where that momentum's going to lead you, but you know, don't second guess it, because the people that were second guessing it at 22 are probably shaking their heads, right? APTO, halfway decent. And we'll get into BBIO, BILI, and some other stuff, okay? I've got BE. I got a slight position in BE. Huge upside in that Bloomberg thing, if you ask me. APTO kind of broke out over this area here. You kind of missed it. If you missed it, you know, you missed it. All right, breakout over 3. That's my key signal here as a trend follower. If you just punch in, like Larry Tintorelli said, if you just punch in simple new 52-week highs, it'll show you some places that you could probably be buying at. All right, not everything, but some new places where some momentum is pushing itself. So breakout over this $3, and that was an easy buy for anybody that could have noticed that. All right, so APTO looking good. I like it for continuation. I like that it pulled back, maybe getting ready to start setting some new higher highs. You see that thing very bullish. Don't that's like don't be the guy, the Toro guy with the red cape in front of the bucking wild bull. Don't be that guy. All right, so BE, little slack here. So BE, I'm long this thing. I got long this thing about coming over this area here, breaking over this. So about over around $9. So BE, hoping to see it. We'll see what happens if it gets over 10. If it gets over 10, that could be a signal for you guys. I'm already long, but this thing over 10, man, prices have already reversed. Did this my little favorite little loop here, and boom, started busting out over here and busting out over 4, 3, and 5, and busted out over 6, and now we're just steady momentum there. Don't the 20 and the 200 crossing, okay? That's a no-brainer. All right, so BE, I'm long that thing. Watch that for some continuation, and you can set yourself a buy, a signal over that $10. All right, so BE looking really darn good. Some decent upside there. I mean, I could be there all year long. Depends on what happens there. BILI, just huge, just really bullish right now. All right, don't fight what's going on. Don't fight the price. Okay, just watch, see what happens inside this thing. I'd like it around 24 if we come back and start coming back into this area. Okay, BILI. All right, let's go ahead and take out some BLDP. Looks really good too, you guys. CGEN, BLDP looks really good. CGEN, this thing was showing some. I like this liftoff. I mean, don't deny this. And you see a stock showing this really consistent higher highs and lows, making that 2 o'clock trajectory. Don't deny that. Here we go. This 2 o'clock trajectory. Do not deny this, guys. All right, I don't deny this as a trend follow, as the way I trade. I don't deny this kind of momentum. If I see it breaking out, busting out, I'm going to start buying some stocks, okay? Start to open my position up if the criteria is matching with my program. CGEN looking really good, man. Beast mode there. I hate when I look at good moves like that, and I don't know what I was doing, probably twiddling my thumbs. I'm just kidding. I was long in other positions. Sometimes I take on, my account, like I told you guys, if you, a good trend follower, and I look at myself as a good trend follower. I don't see anyone who's in any field that doesn't want to be the greatest and who doesn't look at themselves as one of the greatest or working to be one of the greatest. But I don't know, if I look at a chart like that and I'm not long it, it's kind of like a smack in my face. But I take, you guys know I have normally 10 to 20 positions on at a time, and those positions probably take 5 to 10% each position of my total account value. Okay, so I like to have a lot of number of positions working, and it just depends. So at that time I was full in what I could take on. So and as losers show up, then I start cutting losers, and I could free up some capital. But other than that, I might be maxed out inside my winners. Okay, CLDR, I like this thing long. Stop yourself out below 10. Just beast mode showed you this my favorite little structure here, this little loop, this little rounding bottom, J-Lo booty, as Trader Stewie calls it, and then just structure, boom, 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 stacking up to the top there. So no brainer, CLDR. Just kind of giving you a good smack in the face where you should have been sitting at. Let's look at this DT, and then we'll step into some ENPH. Man, I've got 100 tickers that we could be looking at that we probably won't get a chance to. I'm going to just show you the best here. DT looking really good. That ENPH stacking up, man. Beast mode here. DT, you see it there. All right, here we are. So I like it long now. Stop yourself out below 31, 30 and some change, 31, 30, 50. 30.50. Let that thing work, man. Could be some huge upside, and that thing actually totally reversed from this bottom here at 17. So that's obviously in an uptrend. Jump into some ENPH, some ERPT. You guys remember me riding ENPH back at like $5. All right, and smack my, and when you notice your own mistakes, that's good. If you don't notice mistakes, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not that guy though. Here's a mistake I made. So I did ride this thing. Don't get me wrong. I did ride this thing up from 5 all the way up into this point here. Huge win, huge win, huge win. And it started to fall back, started to pull back here. And you know, I took profits around this area here, around 30. When we started breaking below 30, I remember prices being in this area here, and it denied this 32. And I said, okay, that's enough. And we started blocking more, and I cut another position, and I was fully out, okay? This thing pulled all the way back into 18 and then decided to just, you know, an uptrend is an uptrend. You guys learn that. You know that. An uptrend is an uptrend for a reason. Even if it pulls back, keep an eye on it. It will become an uptrend, come back bullish. So that thing all the way just cranked all the way back up. And I kind of didn't really catch eyes back into this thing around this area here. Back inside this area, and okay, I took along, started adding back, and I got calls in ENPH, made a huge truckload of money in ENPH, and boom, just beast mode. I just took all these moves. I was long, still enjoying this stuff here and enjoying this here inside of ENPH, man. Beautiful stuff. Enjoyed this move here over this area, which was an all-time high, for it, over 35. And what I tell you guys about candles, resistance areas for stocks, bullish stocks, big candles over breakout areas, boom, big candle ENPH, and never bet against a raging bull. Don't be that guy with the red tarp. ERPT, man, man, guys, we are making some serious, and it's not all about the money, it's about the process. But if the process is leading you into some major money, good Lord, fire your boss if you have to. I just saw some beautiful stuff on from Steve Burns about, you know, reasons why being a trader is, you know, one of my major reasons is, you know, firing my boss, waking up when I want to, making different amounts of money that probably regular people don't make, making amounts of money that regular people don't make. Okay, it's not all about the money, and then the process, growing, the stability, being a trader helps you grow if you're trading in the right manner, and the right manner helps you grow in your mind, helps you grow as a person, learning from mistakes, not doing certain things, following things that are working, all those type of good things. Okay, EPRT, just beast mode, man. Don't stand in front of a chart like this. Don't be the guy with the red tarp in front of jumping in front of the bucking bull. EPRT beast mode. I like that thing now. Stop yourself out below 28, below 27. But man, that's in beast mode. I don't know where you were at twiddling your thumbs when that thing was taking form. Speaking of taking form, FORM beast mode here. I love everything this thing's doing. Look at that EPRT, ENPH, the charts we're looking at, the stocks we're looking at. If that's your signal, look at this. Jesus Christ. If this is your signal, guys, it's to buy stocks when they look like this. Buy them when they look like this. Don't complicate your process. This is my process. When stocks start curling and looking like this, I'm buying them. If they match my criteria, I'm long, and I'll stay long up here. And when we start doing this, okay, I might start shaking out a bit of my position. But all right, so here, looks like we got a solid bottom here around 25. Watch to see what happens. I take a long now, stop myself out below 24.50. FORM looking good. But look at that whole move you missed. Just, geez Louise. Shop, I made some calls, some money, decent money in Shopify. Another one of these raging charts. I mean, this is my process. You know, I don't complicate mines. When I see stuff like this, charts like this, you know, it's a no-brainer. So I like Shopify for continuation. I like it for continuing. Obviously, going to continue over this area. I'm not going to say obviously, but I mean, look, what do we have? So let's see what happens. Stop yourself out below 460. If you're going to take a large, what kind of position, I don't know, but I got calls in this thing about a month or two out to get towards over that last higher high over 490 towards 500. All right, that's in shop. GTT, I have a position here. I'm not going to lie. I do have a position in this GTT. We'll look at some NLOK. Man, I've got 100 tickers. I don't think we're going to look at them all. We'll look at some NLOK and some RAD, and we'll get ready to close it up. Okay, GTT, huge upside here. Huge upside here. If this thing gets moving, man, we're bucking, pushing against this level here. Pushing. 14 is the trigger, guys. That 20 and that 200 getting ready to cross. GTT, just have some patience. If you're long that thing, have some patience. Beautiful stuff in GTT. Take a long now. Stop yourself out below 1250, below 12. But that thing is looking wonderful. Let me look at some NLOK after I look at this MNTA. Some NLOK next. MNTA just beast mode. I don't know where the hell you were at when this thing was doing this. Look, like I said, if a chart's doing this, if a stock is doing this, when I pan out and look at it, I'm buying it. If it looks like this and it start approaching this area, if it's looking like this, curling, and I step back and I look over here and we're pressing up against this area here at 30.15, this is the resistance, I'm buying it. All right, so you're late, guys. You're late on MNTA. All right, you missed that when it was breaking out. MNTA, beautiful stuff there. NLOK looked really good. RAD looked really good. PS looked really good. PENN looked really good. And I might also just put all these tickers in the description box, just so if I don't get to them all, you guys look at them yourself and just apply this process that we use here. Apply that to it, okay? Whoa, what the hell happened here? Whoa, this thing is, where's prices at? Oh. Wait, where the hell are prices at? What happened here? What is that? You know, I'm confused. You know what? Just take this off. I don't understand. Where are prices at? What does it say the price is right now? So we're at 25. So we're up here. We're up in this area. Wait, god darn. You know what? I don't know. You know, scratch that, guys. Scratch that. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know where prices are at right now. Says market prices closed up here at 29, but I see a candle down here. It looked decent until whatever that was. Maybe that was a pullback. Let me just pan out a second. Just pan out and get an understanding of what the heck's going on here. NLOK. Yeah, so prices are down here in this 19 whatever area this is. 1973. I don't know. You guys take a look at that yourself. Open at 16, close at 19. Yeah, prices are down there, guys. I don't know. Might be a good buying spot. You'll see what happens. Yeesh, that looks horrible. I don't like that now. PENN. It's not going to be anything like that. Maybe I was looking at the wrong NLOK. Anyways. PENN look really good. All right. You guys know all about these big moves. Prices curled down here, obviously showing you where we could be. Like I said, if I'm looking to the potential of my home, this is how I gesture if this is going to be a home run. If I see prices have been here before, then prices possibly could get back there. That's what stocks like to do. They like to revert back to old prices, okay? So when this thing started rounding, over this, my thoughts are, okay, maybe we're trying to get back here. And obviously, boom, that's what they're trying to do. So watch PENN. It could be breaking out over that area. RAD, and I'm long SPCE. I have a position in SPCE, that SpaceX thing. All right, is it SpaceX or is that Elon Musk? Whoa, buddy. Excuse me. We'll find out right now after we check out RAD. RAD just looking pretty decent. Let me go back to our regular looking at things here to make sure if this makes any sense. RAD, and we'll get ready to close up. Yeah, so we're curling up here. RAD, man, huge upside. You don't know what this thing's gonna do. Price is curling again. I like that thing long. Stop yourself out below this area, okay? RAD looking really good. That's Rite Aid. Woof, good stuff there. SPCE, all right. SPCE, I don't know, man. If anyone was watching this show a year or two ago, if you decided to buy TNDN back at $10, $11, $12, and if you were ballsy enough to ride it out, man, that's almost 100. That's almost 80. Ridiculous. SPCE, I'm long this thing. I see this little trend line area here, us bumping up against this 20. We'll see what happens, but a lot of good stuff happening behind that, and it's Virgin Galactic. It has nothing to do with SpaceX. It's similar to SpaceX, but it's not SpaceX. Get your stuff together. GE, TEVA, DAO, TEVA, TERP, and we'll take a look at GE. Man, a lot of stuff we ain't gonna get a chance to look at. GE looking real good, cranking up against that area. Let's just step back to see what this used to be or what it could be. All right, we'll close up here, you guys, and I'll see you guys in the middle of February. Man, curling up. GE looking good. Huge. If this thing decides, and it's already decided anyways, it's already decided to start reversing. So price is reversing, man, that's up to you. I don't know what you're going to do with that. But beautiful stuff looking there. I'll see you guys mid-February, man. Thank you guys, and we'll see what's going to happen here. Stay long and strong. Deplete the noise and ride these trends, all right?